Greetings and welcome to 2K Sports. I rarely say greetings, but I just did. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson, alongside Kenny and Shaq. And on tap tonight, it's the Sacramento Kings going up against the Golden State Warriors. Well, for Golden State, both these teams excited about the matchup, feeling confident that they can prevail. We will see shortly how those aspirations pan out. Fellas, Steve Kerr has done amazing things with the Warriors in his short tenure as the head coach. How has he taken this team from good to all-time great?
Well, think about this, Ernie. He has great assistant coaches. You know, last year he had Alvin Gentry, who was head coach last year. Luke Walton, great job. Good working relationship with the players. They seem to love him, not like him, but love him.
And they love him because he's honest. He talks to them about playing time and expectations. So when game time comes, there ain't no surprises. Guys love honesty.
And it helps when you got a player like Steph Curry. You know what I like to say about Steph? He makes it look effortless.
And one more thing about Steve Kerr and his honesty.
Yeah.
Before I got traded, he called me and told me.
Yeah.
Honesty.
No, that
was
right up front.
That would have been like
Yeah,
backstabbing. He traded you.
Nah, but he called me and told me.
Yeah.
Backstabbing.
You like that as a player.
Honesty.
No, honesty. That's great.
HONIST. Honesty.
Yeah. EE. Here's Kevin Harlan.
Question.
Welcome, everyone, to this 2K Sports broadcast live from the capital city of California, Sacramento. We've got an action-packed Saturday night of NBA action for you. Thanks for joining us. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. And before the game gets started here, let's go to David Aldridge, who spoke with Dave Yeager. Dave.
Well, guys, he has an admiration for what he called the intelligent, efficient offense played by today's opponent. He told me that the thing about this team is that they are so good at identifying the weak spots in an opponent. They come at you in multiple ways, depending on where those weak spots are. He said, we've got to be ready for everything. It's a pretty tall order. Guys?
Okay, David, thanks. And both these teams like to get out and run the floor, Smitty. We should be in for a real treat here.
Yeah, you love it, watching these two fast break teams, Kevin. Both teams getting out and running. That's what I want to see.
Yeah. So Golden State will get the first possession. Now Golden State's starting five. The incredible shooting pair of Curry and Thompson in the backcourt. Pachulia is out there with Draymond Green. And it's Durant in at the three slot. Now here's Thompson. 6 to shoot. Back to Pachulia. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Pachulia's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Warriors. Collison, the pass to Gay. Cousins, no one around him. No good from outside.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
The shot's good.
He is becoming dangerous from anywhere on the court.
Outside Collison. Down low. The jump hook. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Curry kicks to Green. Collison against Curry. Beyond the arc. Cauley Stein grabs the board.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And it's Collison that time on the assist by Aflalo.
And that's right where they wanted to go with the ball, in rhythm.
Down low. And Thompson kicks to Curry. Outside Durant. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Thompson with the bucket.
Yeah, 3 for 4 now. I like the pace for them on offense.
Curry against Collison. They set the pick. Gay outside. In the corner, Aflalo with it. Collison dishes to Cauley Stein. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Golden State. Durant for three. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
He was wide open. Reason why? Stephen Curry is a fantastic player who quickly got it over to his teammate.
Aflalo outside. He feeds it to Collison. From the line, and again it's Sacramento converting.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
I'm with you. I didn't think he'd get that one off in time, but his shot is so quick. He did.
Now here's Green. Pachulia, no luck. Aflalo outside. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Cousins. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Not the best pick I've ever seen, but it was just enough to get the job done.
Thompson outside. Curry, a screen on Collison. Thompson from long range. The Kings have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter.
Stephen Curry out. Klay Thompson really stepped up. Had no problem being the first option guy on the offense for the Warriors. He was the team's go-to guy while Steph was out.
Here's the three. Rebound by DeMarcus Cousins. The Kings trailing. Now here's Gay. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Collison's shot is good. And for Klay, perhaps the biggest example of him carrying the load, Steve, on offense came last season in the playoffs.
Yes, Klay became the #1 guy, the go-to guy while Stephen Curry was injured. He was putting up about 30 points a game in Curry's absence. There is no doubt that he can legitimately be a #1 option on a team if need be.
Outside Collison. And it's Gay at the elbow. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Tell you what, the defense got lucky there because you know he can hit it from mid-range.
It's Curry outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 5.
We're talking about Stephen Curry range right now in that shot.
Outside Collison. Inside. Here's Cousins. He doesn't hit that one. The Warriors go the other way with it. And they're running for 3. Who's back up? It's good.
He has a nose for the glass and a sixth sense in terms of how to read the angles.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first. And some changes here for the Kings. Barnes comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein, and Garrett Temple subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. And the Warriors also making a change. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Pachulia. The Kings trail by 4. Out Collison. Here's Gay. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. We'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
It's impossible to stop him.
Of positions he produces, but for some reason, Greg, people always seem to want more out of the guy.
Yeah, some of the disrespect I think he deals with is because he hasn't played on a lot of winning teams. Greater efficiency and tougher defense are a couple of areas where he's still trying to improve.
The Warriors has had some turnovers in their coaching staff, and Steve Kerr, give him a lot of credit. 2 guys in the first 2 years leave to get head coaching jobs.
Now here's Iguodala. The screen from Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. No good with the layup. And one thing that makes Steve Kerr unique, he really does empower his assistant coaches.
Yes, watching him on the sideline, you can see he lets his assistants have a role on this team. Look what happened last year. Luke Walton in the first 43 games of the season, he was fantastic, and Steve Kerr stayed out of the way.
And here is West, following the 3 from Rudy Gay. The pass to Thompson. Beyond the arc, Iguodala wide open. And it's off from three-point range. The Kings have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Gay passes to Collison. Barnes sets a screen for Collison. Back to Gay. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And the Warriors miss again. On offense, here are the Kings. They're on a 13-5 run. The Warriors trail. Here's Thompson. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Thompson's got 5 now.
The patience from Thompson there, allowing the shot to develop inside. Outstanding at letting the game come to him.
Pass to Temple. Cousins against West. Shot from 12. And Cousins gets it to go. He's got 6.
He's got the touch early. Coach, keep feeding him.
Iguodala outside. Cousins against West. The feed to Curry. To the inside. And stolen by Cousins. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it. The fast break chance. Outside Collison. .157 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Temple. Kept alive by Sacramento. Here's Barnes. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
And you can see one team is working hard on the glass and the other not.
Now here's Iguodala. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Green kicks to Curry. And the shot falls short this time. On offense, here are the Kings. They're on a 17-7 run. And the shot goes in. Now it's a 6-point Kings lead. Warriors shooting at around 44% in the early goings here. West kicks to Iguodala. Green with a screen on Barnes. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know, after all these years, you have to be impressed with Andre Iguodala's defense. Yes, I said 1 through 5. He does best. He stays in position, and he contests all shots.
2 shots.
He throw good, Iguodala. Iguodala and his defense are still remarkable, and his ability to strip a player going up is still one of the best in the game.
Yeah, he takes that initial bump, great timing, quick hands, long arms. He's fantastic on the defensive end.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Kufis checked in for Cousins. Caspi comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Ben McLemore in for Darren Collison.
The charity stripe is far from the strongest part of Iggy's game, but he will hit him in crunch time.
And McLemore kicks to Temple. Over in the corner, Barnes. McLemore inside the line. That one a little long.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And Caspi kicks to Temple. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. McLemore dishes to Kufis. They set the pick. Pass to McLemore. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Livingston. Green left side. Feeds it to West. Good, and it's picking up the assist.
And Green is always looking to swing the ball for the best open shot available.
1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. The Kings on top, leading by 3. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And certainly one of the game's bigger personalities, Draymond Green, had this to say about his approach to leadership.
Most importantly, it's just about how the guys respond to me. And, you know, just really bringing that energy and that attitude and that fire each and every night, every day, whether it's in practice, whether it's, you know, in the game, whatever it is, just always bringing that energy and that passion.
A heart and soul guy. Draymond Green has the kind of spirit, guys, that everyone else can just kind of feed off of.
Yeah, his talents and contributions now being appreciated. He's forced his way into the discussion of top 10 players in our league.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And for the Kings, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
You always like it when your team doesn't settle for outside shots, and that's been the case here early on.
In reality, they can get those perimeter shots anytime they want to. Instead, they are really zipping it around and getting good, high-quality shots from all over the floor.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin the second quarter. Livingston is out there with Ian Clark. Then there's Iguodala. Then there's Pachulia. And it's Durant in at the 4-man position. Now here's Aflalo after the miss from Andre Iguodala. Cauley Stein with the screen for Aflalo. The Kings need to get off a shot here. McLemore inside the line. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Livingston kicks to Clark. And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's the screen. Durant wide open. He fires. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. Caspi, that's for 2. And that one hits back iron.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you got to trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
Kings leading now by 3. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we've seen DeMarcus Cousins become one of the elite big men in the NBA, dominant in the post and even adding the three-pointer to his game. But at times, his temper has overshadowed his talent. Cousins says he's now turned a corner, saying, "My mind has grown. I understand the league better. I understand the politics of it. Now I'm becoming the professional I need to be." It took time. Guys, he understands he now has to lead by example.
He wants to win, David. You know that. Thank you. A nice shot by Kufis. Steve, when you think of the classic point of attack for most big men, it's on the low block. But nowadays, a lot of bigs look to attack from the elbow. They've moved out their game, and in your estimation, which big men are the deadliest in that high post position?
LaMarcus Aldridge. He posts up sometimes, Kevin, but more effective at the elbow. Dirk Nowitzki always. Blake Griffin is starting to step out. So you have a lot of guys that play from that high post. Pau Gasol is another name that comes to mind.
You see the process when they get in the league, comfortable they are down low. You get that. But when they move it out, you can tell they're working on their game, growing in confidence with their game, and they're getting some pretty good coaching to boot.
And you start to look at bigs kind of like small forwards. That's the type of skills they're possessing, and they're sometimes 6'11", 7 feet.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is.
Here's Livingston. Aaron Aflalo picking up that last basket. Here's Clark. Back to Livingston. Outside Durant. Picked by Pachulia. Fires for three. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. Sacramento making a switch here. Collison's out there. And Golden State also making a change. Thompson's checked in. Sacramento leading by 5. Outside Collison. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Caspi, that's for 2. It's rebounded by Golden State. Pachulia's got 6 rebounds here tonight, and Durant gets it to go.
You just marvel at Durant's fluidity for his size. Stopping and popping, he's one of a kind.
Collison kicks to Aflalo. Releases from 15. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And that's what you want to see. Good, fundamental, sound basketball with the bounce pass.
Clark kicks to Thompson. To the middle. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. McLemore inside the line. And some very quick points for him on that possession. McLemore's got the lead up to 6 now for Sacramento. Livingston with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. King shot on the way. They get it again. Unable to get that one. Kings leading now by 6. Caspi passes to Aflalo. Dishes to Collison. Back to Aflalo. Fires from deep. Here's Cauley Stein. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Cauley Stein's got his first basket of the night.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And he gets the bucket.
Sean Livingston's court vision is amazing. Being able to hit the open guy right on stride.
Inside. And Cauley Stein with the basket on the assist by Collison. Collison's got 3 assists now in this one. And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, he has to get his offense moving again. It hasn't been bad, but it could be much better.
Some changes for Sacramento. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Caspi. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. David West, he's checked in for the Warriors. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. And it's the Warriors with the ball, trailing here by 8.
And for a franchise that competed for the Western Conference Championship a number of years ago, it's really been a lot of turmoil for quite a while. I mean, the Kings have had ownership changes, coaching changes, personnel changes, front office changes. I mean, that's been the one constant, is the fact that they consistently are in change mode.
Collison's shot is good.
And you can see the defense broke down there, allowing him to get all the way to the hoop.
Curry kicks to Durant. Pachulia dishes to Durant. Good for another basket for him. Number 4 today. He's 4 of 8. And concerning all the drama that seems to surround the Kings, you know what cures all of that? Winning.
Yeah, and the best teams in the league, they win with camaraderie. They win with integrity and trust. The Kings are knocking on the door, but they still have some ways to go.
The Kings shooting their second and third free throws tonight. That's good from Rudy Gay. And nowadays we see a lot less players who stay on one team for their entire career. Smitty, you played for 6 different teams in your career. Would you have rather stayed in just one spot?
No, I think when I look at it, when I look back at my career, at first at the time, Kevin, a little upset moving around, but the experience I got and to win the championship, I got a chance to move from organization to organization, meet so many different people. I like the change. My wife didn't like it.
I was just going to say, how'd your family react to all that?
Well, the one thing about it is my kids weren't old enough to change. They weren't in school yet, so that helped.
Huge.
My wife, I got to give her a lot of credit. She did a good job of being the champion at home while I was gone.
Do you know what they say? Behind every successful man is a surprised wife. You and I are lucky in that regard, aren't we?
Yes, indeed.
Cousins. And at last, they get one to fall. Cousins has got 8 points.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. Free throw dropped for David West. Boy, in the last year, the Kings, Greg, went all in, even trading a couple of veteran contracts to the Sixers.
Yeah, and they used the cap reshuffling to sign Kufis and Rondo, a number of others as well at the beginning of last year. And regardless of the outcome of last season's games, those moves made this team much more competitive. And now the question is, can they build off of some of that momentum?
Stolen. And up the court come the Kings on the break. Temple gets the bucket. Temple's got his first 3 points of the game. Warriors trail by 11. To the inside. Durant. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Incredible. He was shooting the ball with good rhythm in the first quarter. Now he's just unconscious.
And one thing we've seen from Kevin Durant so far in his career is that he shows up big when games mean the most. His team might not always win when the lights are the brightest, but he is still at his very best.
You are so right. Whenever he is on the national stage, it seems that is when he drops 40 and 10. And he's been playing in huge games his entire life and knows how to amp himself up. And while some stars can wilt or vanish in big games, Durant just seems to flourish.
If his shots were just a little more on point tonight, they'd be holding a much bigger lead right now.
Thompson inside the line, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
If you give Thompson any room to breathe, he'll make you look silly.
Collison kicks to Cousins. Takes the 13-footer. West with some nice D.
See, that's a good look from within his range. You know he's kicking himself for missing it.
Kings leading now by 6. Collison gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target.
I am wondering what can he do to get it cranked up. Nothing from long range this quarter after hitting 1 in the first.
No good from Durant.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Outside Collison. Here's Gay. And once again off the mark by Sacramento.
It's been a frustrating quarter for him shooting the basketball. He just has to make sure he's taking good shots. To me, that's just a loss of focus. He was wide open from one of his favorite spots.
Temple, the pass to Barnes. He dishes it to Collison. Here's Cousins. That one doesn't go. The Warriors go the other way with it. Curry kicks to Thompson. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Yeah, questionable, but it almost got through. It's probably a quick bucket if it did.
Sacramento making a switch here. Kufis is checked in. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. Knocked loose. West. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. And among all the tangible things that make the Warriors great, the big intangible we keep coming back to, Steve, is chemistry.
Yes, they have great players, but this is a team that loves each other, loves playing the game. They're unselfish. They're willing to sacrifice. They play hard, and you just can't create that. Chemistry is something that you have to develop.
Kings leading now by 3. Collison with it. West picks him up. Now the dish to Cousins. Cousins missing again.
It has not been an easy quarter for him offensively, but I like that he's staying aggressive.
And I love the way he uses his size there to make sure he gets that board.
Passes to Kufis. He kicks it to Temple. With the fadeaway. Cousins missing again.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
And yeah, you look at him and look at his face, his expressions. He has definitely lost his confidence.
And here's Thompson. Outside Curry. With 1 on the clock. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And it's now only a 1-point Kings lead. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Kings lead by 1. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Dave Yeager. Coach, what is going to be the focus offensively going into the second half?
Well, we try to go inside. You know, that's our strength anyways. And for us, you know, our bread is buttered inside, so we try to play high-low. But then if the threes come out of that, great, but we want to try to get everything to the rim.
Coach, it all starts with that entry pass to the big, and then everybody plays off of him. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, this has been a good game here after one half. Everybody, welcome back to the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaq, Kenny Smith. Some excellent work early from Rudy Gay. He had 10 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, there was one pleasant surprise, and that was the bench. They gave them a big lift. Those guys came into the game, they did all the dirty work, and they scored baskets.
Shaq, how'd you think the Warriors were playing?
Their three-point shooting in the first half was atrocious. Ugh, ugly, awful, nasty. It's not that they're just missing shots. It's like they just keep taking the shots. Hold on, Ernie. Hey, you! Whatever your number is, stop shooting the three. See, Ernie, that's all the coach got to do. Tell them stop shooting the three. Pass, cut, work together, do something.
It is just about time now for the third quarter to begin. After the final buzzer sounds, the three of us will still be sitting here talking to you.
Actually, it's 4 people.
A nighttime glimpse of the Tower Bridge, one of the landmarks here in Sacramento. Welcome back, everyone, to the capital of California. Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
They really feed off his energy. All of his teammates pick up their defense when they see him leading the way.
The Kings leading. Gay and Cauley Stein fill up the forward spots. Collison is out there with a Flalo. And it's Cousins in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Dave Yeager. Now here's Collison. Kicks it to a Flalo. Clock at 6. Wants to get it to Gay and does. That shot misses. Excellent D there from Pachulia. Back to Green for the lead. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins.
A shot he knows he needs to make when the defense sags off him. Still a little inconsistent from out there.
Here's Collison. Warriors with the rebound. Durant attacking. There's the pass to Pachulia. Curry wide open. Cans it from downtown. Curry's got the first bucket of the third here for the Warriors.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Back to Collison. He feeds it to Cousins. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Cousins has got it all tied up now for the Kings. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Curry against Collison. To the middle, and stolen by Cauley Stein. And here we go with Collison running it up the court. Here's Cousins. Good, and the assist goes to Collison. Collison's got 5 assists tonight.
He knows his teammate loves to shoot from that spot on the floor and get him the ball exactly there.
Now here's Curry. 13 points in the game. Shoots. He scores his 6th bucket from the floor with that one. He's shot the ball 11 times.
When the basketball's in his hand and he rises up to take a jump shot, you always think he's going to get in. He is starting to catch fire, Stephen Curry.
Poke loose. The 3 from Gay. And Pachulia pulls it down. Pachulia's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Shot, high post. And it's rebounded by DeMarcus Cousins. Cousins has got 7 rebounds in the game. We all know that Curry broke the three-point record last year, putting up an incredible 402 made threes on the season. The fact that no one had reached 300 before, then he goes and gets 400 is just astonishing.
And that is what is the most impressive thing about the record. He broke his own record by over 100. It would be like a player hitting 90 home runs in a year. Little doubt that he's the best shooter of all time.
And the first one drops. Caspi, he's checked in for the Kings. Then McLemore comes in for Darren Collison. And then for Golden State, Ian Clark comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And Cousins drops them both. Well, we're hearing less about flopping now, thank goodness, than we did a couple seasons ago. The league started issuing penalties for the worst flops. You think that's made a difference?
Yeah, I think so. Guys were, it was getting carried away. A lot of Hollywood was acting right there. And I think for the NBA, it's hard. You see guys full speed get hit, And some of these guys are acting like they got hit by a Mack truck. So I like the fines for flops.
And of course, you never flop.
No, not at all.
No,
Kevin. No, not me. No way.
We've looked for the tape. We can find none. None. Unable to get the ball in bounds. They get called for the 5-second violation. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Gay kicks to McLemore. It's tipped. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Warriors trail by 4. Now Livingston looking for his first basket still in this one. Clark dishes to Durant. Out of bounds. Sacramento will take possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Sacramento leading by 4. Follow kicks to Caspi to the inside. Gay takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Pachulia with a clean look. Durant kicks to Pachulia. It's stolen by McLemore. And oh, here we go. Gay's got it, the fast break chance. And the shot goes in. And now it's an 8-point Sacramento lead.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Durant. To stop the run. Some solid defense from Gay. The Kings have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And then Gay with the dunk.
And it's all one-way traffic tonight, boy. They have been lights out offensively.
This was a case of one man getting hot, and then it gets contagious and spreads throughout the entire team.
Yeah, can't be pleased with all these easy looks they continue to give up there in the paint.
Opposition is just having their way with them down low, and he wants to put a stop to that.
Warriors trail by 10. Now here's Livingston. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Durant, the pass to Pachulia. It's tipped. Here's a follow. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Steve Kerr, Coach of the Year. Not a bad way to start off your coaching career. Averaged 70 wins through his first 2 years. That is unreal.
Kufis checked in for the Kings. Golden State also making some changes. West is checked in for Pachulia. Verajao comes in for Green, and it's Iguodala in for Kevin Durant. 3 from Gay, but they recover it. Aflalo outside. The feed to Gay. Back to Aflalo. Out of hand on it. Livingston up top. He's guarded by Aflalo. Here's Clark. And just miss after miss right now. And with Kerr, there were a lot of other coaches that had great seasons, but how can you not, Steve, give the award to someone who won 73 games?
I totally agree. There were some coaches that did a fantastic job, but it came down to either Luke Walton or Steve Kerr. Steve Kerr obviously won it, and I'm happy for him.
West with a wide open look. Nails the wide open jump shot. West has got it back down to single digits for the Warriors. Aflalo kicks to McLemore. Up top, Kufis. And David West gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Sacramento making some changes. Barnes comes in for Rudy Gay. And Garrett Temple subbed in for Aaron Aflalo. Knocked loose. There's McLemore. A nice shot by Kufis. Kufis has got his second basket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's West. He's off on that one. Now Sacramento takes it the other way. Barnes dishes to McLemore from 13, and it's off the back rim. No good.
I'll tell you what, his shot's off, but the rest of the team is on. That's why they're still winning.
Here's Livingston. Second shot opportunity. Count that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from West.
He is simply one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. He never quits on the glass.
Now here's Barnes. West passes to Livingston. Here's Clark. Nails the corner three.
Some coaches might not like taking the three on the fast break, but he had the open look and buried it.
Kufis with it. West is there. Kufis kicks to Caspi. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Fantastic pass to connect with his teammate on the move.
Livingston dishes to Verajao. Back to Livingston. Down low. Foul called that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And a season full of records for the Golden State Warriors. 73 wins, a 24-0 start, 34 road wins. Steve, 54 consecutive wins at home. Of all those, which record impresses you the most?
Well, I think 73 wins, because you have to be able to do all that to get to 73. People were calling them lucky. I don't think so. It takes a lot to be able to win 73 wins in this league.
That free throw, no good. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Golden State. He hits the second from the line. Kings leading now by 6. And McLemore kicks to Barnes. Pass to Caspi. Knocked loose. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Warriors on D. Here's Temple, and he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Temple's got 5 points so far.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Livingston with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Barnes grabs the miss.
Almost no chance of that shot going in.
On that play, you got to trust your teammates. Instead of forcing that one, just pass it.
And that one drops for him.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Timeout called the Warriors.
It's hard to disagree with the timeout here, as the team badly needs to regain focus. They're out of sync offensively, way too many turnovers, and looking frustrated. They need to get back to their pace, their brand of basketball.
Sacramento making some changes. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Koufos. And it's Collison in for McLemore. Then for the Warriors, Thompson comes in for West, and Curry subbed in for Ian Clark. Warriors trail by 10. Curry attacking. They kick it out to Green. Feeds to Livingston. Curry against Collison. Dishes it to Iguodala. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 5 assists in the game.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Kings leading now by 7. That's tipped. It's stolen by Curry. Here's Iguodala, and it's Iguodala with the jam.
Whenever Andre gets loose on the break, you have to reward him. Great job running the floor, one of the best in the business.
Sacramento's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Cauley Stein passes to Temple. Collison for 3. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Cauley Stein. A drive by Collison. And Cauley Stein with the basket on the assist by Collison. Cauley Stein's got 6.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Livingston dishes to Thompson. Another 3 for Golden State.
These shots are the ones that separate Thompson from the rest of the pack. An elite shooter.
Collison kicks to Caspi. Soft touch off the glass. Caspi's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Curry can't get it to go. Sacramento leading by 6. Knocked loose. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Thompson misses.
We know what he's capable of inside. That's a good shot for him. He's kicking himself that he couldn't get it to go.
And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul. Here's Cousins. Misses off the left iron. Outside Curry. And a miss there on the triple. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. The Kings on top. They lead by 6. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And now let's take a listen in to a recent huddle from Coach Dave Yeager.
Good stuff. Keep attacking, okay? Keep going to the basket. That's a good sign for us. They're going to go down for us.
Dave Yeager asking his guys to impose their will, being relentless at all times.
And I like the mentality, the aggressiveness. He sees some opportunities out can take advantage of.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Clay and Iguodala, the potent wing pair. Durant is out there with Pachulia, and it's Curry in at the one spot. Now here's Curry, laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Curry's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for the Warriors. Collison kicks to Gay. From the stripe, the Warriors pull it in. Durant's got his third rebound on the night. At the top of the key, Curry fires, high post. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Curry's got 9 points here in the second half. Collison with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Gay can't get it to go.
What I like there, fantastic defensive rotation. Just suffocated him at the point of attack.
They double-team Curry. Back to Pachulia. Then Pachulia with the dunk.
Gotta love Curry's passing ability. An expert at setting up his guys.
Thompson comes with the double team. The dish to Aflalo. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Durant against Collison. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. The 10-footer. It's rebounded by Golden State.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
Kept alive. Oh, and he misses the dunk. Kings have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Aflalo the pass to Collison. Cauley Stein with the screen for Collison. Poked away, and it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. And Sacramento has possession. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
You know, that job of getting through screen is not pretty, but somebody has to do it.
And here is Curry. Darren Collison with the triple. Curry dishes to Iguodala. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 7th assist in the game.
Superior muscle from Iggy on that possession there. Just a stellar job using his girth.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
It looked like a total breakdown to me there. He exploited that hole perfectly and made them pay.
First one falls for him. And Pachulia drops them both. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Collison kicks to Gay. The 19-foot shot, and again it's Sacramento converted. Here's Curry. Iguodala with a screen on Collison. And here is Curry. Clock at 6. Good on the three-point shot. Curry's got it all tied up now for the Warriors.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Pass to Aflalo. Takes the 3. They grab their own miss. Unable to get that one. The Warriors have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Curry's shot is off. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Collison with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Gay against Durant. Gay kicks to Cousins. Drilled from 11 feet out. And the Kings lead by 2. Golden State's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Out to Thompson. He dishes it to Pachulia. The pass to Curry. They double-team Curry. In the corner, Iguodala with it. It's good from long range. Iguodala's got 5 points now this quarter.
He really looks composed shooting the ball this half. Much more consistent, hitting a much higher percentage.
Collison against Curry. Collison kicks to Cousins. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Durant. Thompson in the corner. Lets it go. On the wing, Thompson. Outside Durant. Pachulia with the screen on a Flalo. Durant. Nice D from Cousins. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. Flalo kicks to Cousins. That shot, no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Pass to Durant from 13. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Cousins has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Collison. Again, the miss by the Kings.
He's usually money from mid-range, but the defender got up in his shirt, took him out of rhythm.
Shoots from 12. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Iguodala.
And that's where KD just feasts with this team. When it comes to those spot-ups, he's as good as anyone in the league.
And good that time.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
He is just eating this up. He loves these situations. The more pressure, the better.
Now here's Curry from 15 feet away, and the shot is long. Cauley Stein passes to a Flalo. He kicks to Cousins. Back to a Flalo. The 3 buries the long-range jumper. And the Kings lead by 2.
And this team is ahead largely because of his accuracy from the floor tonight.
Warriors have gone through the fourth quarter shooting 50%, 7 of 14. Curry dishes to Thompson. Iguodala outside, picked by Pachulia. Shoots the 3. And it's Gay with the rebound. For Sacramento, they've gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Again, Sacramento.
I like that he's attacking this quarter and choosing his shots wisely.
Outside Curry. Back to Iguodala. And stolen by Cousins. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
He is starting to build up a little confidence. Hit just 1 3 in the entire first half, but he has hit 2 more since then.
And here is Curry. Darren Collison with the triple. Curry kicks to Durant. And they get it. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 8th assist in the game. Pope loose. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Iguodala. Garrett Temple is checked in for Aaron Aflalo. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Outside Collison. Rudy Gay on the wing. Knocked away. Iguodala with the steal. On the wing, Thompson. Took him no time at all on that one. Now just a 2-point Kings lead.
Got to feel confident whenever Thompson has the ball in his hands in these situations.
Outside Collison. Knocked away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cousins, the pass to Collison. Tries a three, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Man, at an important point in this game, that kind of turnover can really shift momentum.
The Warriors making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Golden State's gotten 3 of their 6 three-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Collison against Curry. Kicks it to Thompson. Jacks up a 3. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. .125 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Collison against Curry. It's stolen by Curry. And oh, here we go with Green. Nobody back. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
Clutch basket from Draymond. You always feel comfortable with him taking the shot.
And for the Kings, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. The feed to Gay. Now Collison. Here's Cousins. Here's Cauley Stein. It's in!
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
You know I love that crunch time. This is where the big-time players are made.
Curry against Collison. Curry attacking. Money!
Clutch shot from Stephen Curry. His teammates, they trust him in those situations.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. The score is tied at 91. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Sideline, our reporter, David Aldrin.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to listen to Dave Yeager's huddle with his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now. Kevin?
Gay dishes to Collison. Knocks it loose. Curry with the steal. Jumps up. Count it!
Just another reason why we have to love Stephen Curry. His ability to provide baskets in key situations.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're losing by 2. There's 42 seconds left to play in the final quarter. There's 42 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Collison. Again, the miss by the Kings. And so it's Golden State with it. A 2-point game. Now here's Green. Lets it go from deep. Trifecta!
And if you thought this game was over already, you're probably right.
It would take a very, very special comeback for them to chop down this lead.
Collison for three. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
The defense fell asleep on the inbounds play and totally forgot about the perimeter jumper. The offense burned them there.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. Durant against Gay. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And the first of two, no good. Heartbreaker.
Kevin Durant, a 4-time scoring champ. That award based on points per game average. If you go by total points in a season, he's led the league on 5 separate occasions.
And he does get the second one. And that makes it a 3-point lead. Here's Collison.
A three-pointer would be huge right now.
Imagine if they tied this thing up.
Takes a three. Misses the three. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for them.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Z, you guys were playing a team that really gave you a great effort, but you were able to overcome that and get the win.
Well, we expected this kind of game from them, but you know we gotta do our thing. You know what we're doing, play our game. We have to bring the energy. That's the most important thing right now.
Zaza, thanks for your time, man. Congrats. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying good night, everyone. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Hey everybody, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. It is time now to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry. Really answered the bell in the fourth quarter. He got into attack mode early. That fired up his teammates. End of story. What are your thoughts, Kenny?
He was just having a ball out there, making big plays up and down the court. It didn't matter who or what defensive scheme was on him. He just took the challenge and gave you the full arsenal tonight.
I've never, ever seen a small guard dominate a game like Steph Curry is able to do. Not his father, not his grandfather, not anybody. This kid right here brings a special excitement to every game he plays. This kid right here is the game right now. If you want to watch basketball, you better watch this guy. He's that type of player I've never seen before. Wow, what a player he is.
And that's it for tonight, but we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal, for Kenny the Jet Smith, for Kevin Harlan, wherever he might be, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again very soon.